Our search for meaning, our search for identity, is our own personal search for truth, for our own truth that we can claim for ourselves. Because when we move through this world, we don't like feeling like we're the victims of it. And so we might use certain vectors of attack, certain types of faith, whether it's science or whether it's religion or whether it's spirituality, in order to give us a framework within which we can work so that we don't feel like we're at the mercy of what's going on around us. We can either put it out there to this being that rules over us all, or we can put it out there that it's nature that's ruling over us all. Either way, what we're doing is we're giving our power away to something that we believe is greater than ourselves. So within that framework, within all of those frameworks that we might adopt for our own truth, we try to create meaning out of it for ourselves individually. And some of us might stop in the place where we have somebody tell us what the truth is, and we're like, oh, that's good enough for me. And we'll go through our lives from that point on, not really questioning, but we'll be wondering why we're suffering. We'll be wondering why we're wondering why everything is happening to us. Instead of examining our own personal truths, instead of recognizing that our idea, our concept of who we are is actually coming from somebody else. It's not coming from within, it's coming from without. The system that we live inside is actually giving us input all of the time so that we can be making that choice, so we can be determining what our own personal truth is. And there'll be people out there who will argue with you and tell you that there are immutable truths and we can measure them and we can prove them. But the simple fact is if there's nothing there to observe whatever it is that's happening, then is there anything going on at all? And if you start to really dive in and contemplate that question, you start to recognize or understand that we, the observer, are making meaning out of everything that we see. And we could be making meaning through spirituality, through faith, through religion, or we can be making meaning through science and facts and measurements. But either system you use, it doesn't matter what system you use, either system that you use, you are in essence using those measurements in order to construct a persona, to construct a definition of who it is that you believe that you are. So instead of taking other people's ideas as to what that is, maybe if you could do one thing today, start to examine and question those places where faith, religion, spirituality, science has told you who you are, and actually question that thing, actually question that stuff, and decide for yourself. You may at the end of the day still align with it, but at least it's your own conscious choice and you won't feel like you're the victim of all of this stuff that's going on around you.